"Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Immediately they left their nets and followed him. From afar Mary watched, her heart filled with love and a quiet knowing. The journey begins, a mission that will change the world forever.
The wedding celebration was filled with joy and laughter. But then the wine ran out, bringing embarrassment to the hosts.
Mary looked at Jesus with a glance full of meaning.
He asked the servants to fill the jars with water. Then the miracle happened. Water became the finest wine.
Mary smiled softly, knowing this was just the first of many wonders.
The house was crowded, people pressed against the windows. 4 men climbed the roof and lowered a paralyzed man before Jesus. Silence filled the room. Jesus laid his hand upon him and said, "Rise and walk."
Strength returned to my lifeless legs. I stood crying and embracing my friends.
The disciples were deeply moved, sensing the divine presence.
When I heard about it, I closed my eyes in gratitude, knowing compassion flows through every miracle.
Winds roared. The boat shuddered. Fear gripped every heart as waves rose like mountains and darkness pressed in. Yet he slept, calm, untouched by chaos. Desperate, they woke him. Jesus rose, lifting his hand. With a voice like stillness breaking thunder, he commanded, "Be still." And the sea obeyed. In an instant, water smoothed like glass. Silence fell. The disciples stood, awestruck before authority greater than creation. Far away, Mary felt a sudden peace, a quiet knowing that something extraordinary had happened upon the waters.
On a sweeping green hillside, a weary crowd gathered, hungry, exhausted, and silent beneath golden light, hearts aching for mercy, eyes searching the horizon for hope. Then a child stepped forward, offering 5 loaves and 2 fish, small in measure yet immense in trust, a quiet gift placed into open, loving hands. Jesus lifted his eyes to heaven, blessed the food, and in his hands scarcity softened, expanding into overflowing grace that rippled like light across the hillside. Baskets filled again and again. Disciples moved in awe, passing bread to families and strangers as every hungry soul received sustenance and a warm beam of hope. Mary watched the multitude satisfied and saw more than bodies fed. Faith awakened, love touched hearts. Bring your little, he will turn it into abundant life.
For 12 long years, she suffered in silence, her body weak, but her faith unbroken. She believed that even touching the edge of his garment would bring healing.
In that sacred moment, power surged through her, restoring her completely. Jesus looked into her eyes and said, "Your faith has made you well."
The disciples stood in awe, witnessing the divine power flowing from their master.
Mary smiled through her tears, knowing his love reaches every broken and suffering soul.
Jairus' home was filled with grief. His daughter had died.
Jesus entered and dismissed the noise. He took the girl's cold hand and said softly, "Talitha Kumi," life returned to her body.
Her parents wept with overwhelming joy.
The disciples remained silent, shaken by the miracle.
Mary felt her heart tremble. Each miracle revealed the divine essence within him, a light stronger than darkness itself.
Jerusalem pulsed with excitement as Jesus entered riding a donkey. Crowds waved branches and shouted, "Hosanna!" The disciples walked beside him, moved by the people recognizing their master as king. Mary followed too, pride shining through her worry, knowing that honor and suffering were drawing near. Jesus rode with gentle dignity, fully aware of the weight of his mission. The city glowed beneath the sun, yet unseen shadows gathered in silence. It was the beginning of the most decisive moment in history. The sky darkened as Jesus carried the cross through Jerusalem's streets.
Mary walked behind him, weeping, supported by John.
The disciples hid in pain and fear.
On Golgotha, they nailed him to the cross. Each strike echoed like thunder. Even in agony, Jesus looked with compassion and said, "Father, forgive them."
When his life left him, the earth shook violently. Mary fell to her knees, feeling her soul breaking.
It was the deepest sorrow and the greatest act of love.
At sunrise on the third day, I found the tomb empty.
Do not be afraid, he is risen, just as he said.
My disciples, torn between disbelief and hope, gathered together. Peace be with you. These wounds you see, they are real.
My Lord and my God, I believe, I truly believe.
My son, alive again. Hope has bloomed anew in my heart.
Go and spread my eternal love to all nations. Death has been defeated. And thus the greatest story began its everlasting journey.